What's up, guys? Welcome to the Make It Happen podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Make It Happen. This is episode 70. I'm joined on the couch by Rhino, Jamel, Big Moody behind the boards. It's a beautiful Thursday evening here in Virginia. Yeah. Fresh off a road trip. Quick, how many hours was that? 48? Not 48, 36.
Something like that.
Went up for the No Kid Hungry event, like a charity event.
Okay.
It was dope experience. I had just came back from DC on Monday and then forgot that I was booked to do this event. Well, I didn't forget that I was booked for it, but I didn't put it on my calendar. And I thought it was a different day. I thought it was in July, same date, but July. And it wasn't. So I had to turn around and drive right back to DC.
Everything got to be written down. Everything.
Yeah, I gotta stay on top of the calendar for sure. But super dope event. Thankful to be a part of it. It was cool.
That's good.
Good networking opportunity. Met some really, really talented chefs. Michelin star, James Beard, like
good conversations.
Much more highly acclaimed than myself, but it was cool to.
Hey man, you're in the room with them.
Hey, for sure.
So that's all it takes.
It was a good experience.
Couple conversations.
That's all it went really well. Very smooth event. All the food was good.
That's good.
The amount of help was amazing.
Yeah,
I've never seen
super smooth.
I've never seen nothing like that.
I don't think I've ever been a part of a food event that smooth before.
There's a lot of help.
Very smooth.
I think it's just the people knew what they was doing.
Yeah.
They was there to do their job, and that's it.
Like usually when we go somewhere, we got to tell everybody what to do.
Yeah,
we like trying to do what you need me to do. Like I
didn't have to tell anybody to do anything.
So it's probably like these people probably was like they've been here before.
I mean, it was sure. What would you call that? The group of people that basically help.
Catering company.
Yeah, basically like that's what they do.
They were like servers. They had like a whole team of people
That's
like
what
helping garnish, helping move the plates around.
Yeah.
Expo servers, dropping the food runners, all that good stuff.
Let me ask you something. Is there a lack of that out there? Of those type of like that type of group that's like it sounds like they're needed.
I'm not sure how. I don't know, to be honest. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure that there has to be for in places like DC where you got all of this Congress meetings and all of these events. There's probably a ton of them.
Right.
Out here, probably there's a lack of it.
Gotcha.
But in like major cities where it's like needed, I'm sure that it's more common.
Well,
not on the food tour. I couldn't find that type of help.
Right.
We was out there just
That's why
out.
That's why I asked that because it was like, is it hard to find those type of catering companies like this is what we do?
Well, they didn't cook the food. They were. I don't know if catering company. I think they worked
like
for
a
a
food
catering
group or
company.
something
So it's a food group like that's.
They probably cooked too, but like they hired like chefs for the event.
Yeah.
Not really hired. It was more of a volunteer thing. They paid for the food,
Right.
and we didn't charge them anything. As a way to like kind of give back to the
That's good.
foundation or whatever.
This ain't their first rodeo. Let me tell you that.
Nah, hell no.
You can tell that.
They
Yeah.
had about 4 meetings when we got there.
Yeah.
Let
them know.
Like making sure, hey, this is what we.
Because we looking, me and Moody looking like they needed like this not enough space for that. Next day, they come in there bringing more tables, moving stuff around. Like that's exactly
There's
what we
always
was
that
thinking.
one person.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, right.
Why we have this table over here?
Exactly.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's needed.
It was good to have.
It's
that,
always needed for that, especially in that type of atmosphere. Like just seeing it now, you got to be ready for that type of stuff. Like it's game time for real. Like you need a great team. Like this ain't no bullshit. So I could just imagine what
a lot of work is like when you're at a banquet or an event and you're just sitting in your chair, you're listening, you're having a drink, you're having a good time, and food's coming out. A whole lot of work goes into
in that back
But how
room.
many times the plate got touched, the plates got moved, had to swap new plates out. Yeah.
It's so much.
But it was cool leaving, and I was thinking about it how like we was here, and then we got to walk to the front and see everything. So it was like a full circle moment.
Yeah,
I could see everything that went into all of this right here. It's crazy.
And you say each chef had like a different dish.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys, this was
we
what?
did the third course. So did the gumbo with the honey butter cornbread, fried okra, rice.
Did y'all try anybody else stuff?
Yeah.
How was it? What was something that y'all was
I'm on a very strict diet, so I had very little of stuff.
Okay.
But everything that I did taste was good.
That's good. Did y'all try
I had
anything?
some pork belly for sure.
Pork belly was good?
I ain't never seen this much pork belly.
I wanted to try the pork belly, but I didn't.
Like it was
good.
like
You had
have
pork belly,
yourself.
Moody?
It was mad pork belly.
The sauce really.
Yeah.
It
was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't try that.
Clam chowder, scallop soup.
I tried the
good.
clam chowder.
Got you.
Yeah, that was flavorful. Everything was good.
Yeah.
The desserts looked immaculate. I had to stay the fuck away from there.
I wanted them desserts.
I ain't
It
touched
looked
none of
good.
that.
The thing about it was small bites, so you really had to execute your dish.
Right.
You got 3 to 4 bites. You can't be like,
Can't
well,
mess
maybe
up.
they get the flavor towards the end. No.
Yeah.
You got a short amount of time.
No, everybody was crafting in there too. I like to see that.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it was inspiring. Like
Yeah.
it made me want to come home and like get in the
Go
lab
back
and
in
do
there.
more shit.
That's what's up. That's good.
I also probably turned down more drinks than I ever have in my
Oh,
entire
they
life.
was
man.
flowing in there. If you like to
man.
get twisted,
Hold on.
I
Hey.
said no
So many times.
20 plus times. Like, nah, I'm not drinking right
I'm
now.
talking about
Yeah.
they had perfect drinks. Like, you sure you don't want a Manhattan? I'm good.
Oh
Shit on.
yeah, they want no bullshit in there.
It
was coming back
It
with it.
was like it was prime time for me to drink. Like,
yeah.
that's the type of spot I like to have
Yeah,
a
the
drink.
drink.
at.
They would have
people
brought you
that's
exactly
running-
what you wanted.
The people
Everything.
that's running the show come back with a tray like,
Yeah.
we're in the middle of working. You want a drink? You
Bro,
want a drink?
it
Like,
was
they
drinking
knew it was going well.
time.
Not
Yeah.
no BS drink though. Like it was
Yeah.
craft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Top
Like,
shelf. It was just. It would have been.
I think it was Wooford too.
It'd have been great.
Ooh.
It'd have been
Hey
great.
man,
But hey,
Proud of y'all.
I'm going on a month.
There
On
you
Monday,
go.
it'll be 1 month, no booze for me.
there you go, man.
In my head, I kept saying it's probably not that good.
Yeah,
You gotta
got
tell
it.
yourself
good.
something.
It's
Probably
not-
was
it's
good.
not that
Yeah, you got to.
I got through it by telling myself that I was going to drive home,
Okay,
but we didn't.
We did.
yeah,
We stayed. But yeah, I mean,
it's
it
all
wasn't
good.
that bad. It wasn't that hard.
It's all good. Well, that's what's up, man. That's a good event. So you said they do this
Yeah.
yearly.
Mhm.
That's
It was a
good.
good time.
There was a ton of food there.
Everything's going pretty well up there. Just working my ass off.
Right. Y'all just had brunch.
Brunch started last weekend.
How did that go?
I wasn't there.
Okay.
I was in New York for Burgers and Bottles.
Okay.
I've in the last few days I've been New York,
little bit
DC,
every way.
Virginia, back to DC, back to Virginia.
That crab meat on them tater tots
Yeah,
look good.
yeah. Got to try that.
Oh yeah,
That look
definitely
good
gotta
right
get
there.
down.
I
Yeah,
said,
man.
I said,
That.
okay.
Y'all got to come up for a brunch soon.
That's
Yeah.
a double. I
Let's
got
go
one a double. That's too small of a serving.
You got over a double.
That's all I eat.
That
is
big.
yeah.
That, I said when I seen was
It's in the
That's you.
Oxtail.
that's big for you.
You speaking for yourself.
That massive plate of it's like a bag of bag of tater tots on there.
Yeah.
Restaurants doing pretty good. It's been ups and downs for sure. Tons of issues with regards to like fixing things.
Yeah.
Just talking to the other chefs is like we're all going through the same shit.
Everybody
Like,
going through the same
everybody's on
thing.
their second or third GM. They're firing
Yeah.
chefs. Their walk-ins break in. It's always something.
So when you hear those type of stories from other people, do it make you be like, you know what? Okay, I'm not
It
alone
just-
in this
it's
fight.
par for the course.
It's
for
just
sure.
right
Yeah.
of passage.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when chefs link up, like, and I don't want us to get into this real chef shit.
Yeah.
When I was about to say, I called myself.
Yeah.
When restaurant chefs get together,
Yeah.
they bond because only people that experience that
Yeah.
can relate to it.
Right.
Right.
Cause it's like you're in war.
Right. Every day.
Like you got. It's in the middle of service. You got to get the food out, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
You got guests out there that expect their food
Yeah.
in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many people are here. It doesn't matter who called out of work. It doesn't matter if the oven goes down. It doesn't matter if the freezer's fucked up.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters. The only thing that matters is getting that plate
food.
out
Yeah.
on time.
Yep.
Right.
As delicious as possible, and it better be consistent, and it better look like how it looked last time I was here.
Absolutely.
That is an experience that few people fully understand.
Yeah. And every day
And then
is
you
going to be
gotta
something.
manage it. You gotta make it profitable. You gotta manage the people. You gotta. It's a unique job
Because it's
that
so nuanced.
you can only really relate to. Like,
You can only know what's going on if you're in it. You can't
For sure.
guess
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
You can't be like, well, maybe that look like. No, you only gonna know if you in
you
there.
speak the same language. Like you.
Yeah.
You bond immediately.
That's good.
It's kind of like people that were like Marines or something.
Yeah,
Like, not
yeah.
that obviously Marines is way tougher, but
Yeah.
like they got a bond. Like
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
know what they went through to get there. They know the shit they've done
Yeah.
on deployment. It's like
Yeah.
you understand it.
you get it.
Right.
Cause it's hell at times. For
Oh, believe
sure.
it. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's why a lot of people don't do it.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah, that's why a lot of people just like.
I love it. That's
Nope,
that's the
ain't-
dark place. That's
Yeah.
the dark place for sure.
What's going on in the world of basketball, Rhino?
Man, world of basketball right now, man. We in the finals. Pacers.
Finals?
Yeah.
I ain't watching no basketball.
That's what
I
I'm
ain't watched
saying.
a dribble.
I ain't.
Just it's
Who's-
interesting to
who's up?
see that the Pacers is up now.
Yeah,
which
2-1?
is yeah,
Okay.
which is crazy. That is the Pacers and OKC. Like it's not your normals.
Yeah.
It's not your Golden State. Yeah, LeBron or KD. It's
The league
the
got
young.
parity right
but
now.
it's time. I think, like you say, it's time for that baton to. We got to. Don't get me wrong. They still are in the league, and people still gonna want to beat. Those are still the guys. But
Yeah.
it's time. It's time for a shift.
It's
in all
also
sports.
different because back in the day, people only wanted to play in the major cities because that's
Yeah.
where they could make the extra money.
Right.
Now, people that aren't even stars are getting hundreds of millions
sure.
of dollars. So it's like
Yeah.
you could play fucking anywhere.
For sure.
Yeah.
You could play in Indiana
town,
yeah.
and still get $300 million.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you would never get that type
Well,
of
Magic
money.
Outside
Johnson
of
in
said,
Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson said, if you are a superstar when you can sell out at another person's stadium, that's when you know you're a superstar.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to this game.
You know
to
who they
see-
coming to see.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
coming
go to the
yeah.
Wizards and Lakers in town, they coming to see LeBron.
But yeah,
Yeah.
like that's when you know you are that type.
I used to
of
go up like, Kobe's in town. I'm going to DC to watch the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I ain't say nothing about the Wizards. I'm going to see.
Might
Kobe.
not even
Kobe
know
gonna
who's
be
on
in
the
DC.
team for the Wizards.
Yeah,
Like, they got Karan Butler out there.
yeah.
But still in the game.
But it
Tied
is
twice.
it is a change and a shift in sports.
Yeah, the
basketball
league,
is
the
one.
league best player is sponsored by Converse.
Yeah,
That's different.
yeah.
I mean, all the brands is just whatever now.
All the brands
Yeah,
is,
yeah, it's
you know,
it's a different era.
I'm not sure. Have y'all watched it yet?
You can't name one person sponsored by Converse.
I'm just saying though, like it's just switching from just with social media and everything. Like he's signing with different people because a lot of people didn't align. Like, well, it's Nike, but we got a bag over here too.
Yeah.
Usually
got
you
a
could
bag.
only go through like it was
Nike,
Jordan,
yeah.
Nike. It was like this is the brand and that's
Converse
who
has
paying the
sponsored
money.
people. I can't think of them off
Me
the top
either.
of my head, but
They
they
was
had
the
some
official
I mean, it
shoe,
was
I
at
believe,
first at the
one.
beginning,
They
like
were.
when
But they
Magic
even
Johnson.
not that long ago. They
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
They had. I can't remember.
Me either.
They've had people though.
What's the name coming? Like they trying to get Reebok back going. They got a
Shaq and-
Netflix.
Shaq and, Iverson.
and Iverson trying to get Reebok back. Like we got to get this back going. They got a Netflix series or
Yep.
documentary about to come out. Like
For Reebok or for Shaq and Iverson?
them
Reebok.
two. Like
so
getting
Shaq is the
Reebok.
president.
Yeah.
And
Shaq, how the fuck do Shaq got time to do all of this
Hey.
his
stuff?
partner, him and his partner.
Oh,
And
Shaq does
What's the name on the
everything.
board? What's
Shaq-
the name on
hey.
it too?
Who's that?
AI.
He's the
AI.
vice president.
He's the vice president. So, I mean, you got two of the best.
They
you
tried
know,
to get SGA. He was in
yeah.
his last year with Converse, and he tried to get him, but it was like,
Yeah.
I ain't got the
So
bag
that's
for
what
it.
you know. So that them two gonna help. Like you said, you got to have other names on your brand to be.
I think it started with Steph Curry going with Under Armour, right?
Yeah, Steph Curry was on
That was
yeah.
an odd joke.
Yeah.
Like,
This niggas is crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, like you like Under
But
Armour.
because of it, I know I ended up getting a bag, and then the football stuff came right after it. Like it was like
a lot of stuff was a
my
slip
mom
through.
was like the shit at one point when like we was in high school.
It
and shit.
depends on where you at though, because in
For
Baltimore,
football, yeah.
Baltimore, that's like streetwear.
Yeah,
Like,
people
everyone
wear.
Under Armour.
Yeah,
It's like
Like
their
in the
version
hood.
of the Nike Tech.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
Okay. I
yeah.
get it. I get
Even
it.
the shoes though, like they wear the sneakers.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah, I ain't going that far.
I ain't never.
not at all.
for football, it was it. Under Armour was
Yeah,
like,
that's what I said.
you gotta
So
have
you
that
know,
Under
to
Armour.
see Shaq and Iverson ready to bring that back, I think that's dope. You know, like you said, that's probably one of their biggest.
It's a big challenge.
I don't know anybody that was bigger that they signed outside of them two.
I
They
think I got
got
Angel
Angel
Reese.
Reese,
Yeah.
I'm talking about bigger than Shaq and AI. Like I don't know they had a better like.
I mean, as far as
star
active players,
on their
I mean, he's using that celebrity to recruit.
yeah.
Just like
Angel Reese
anything
will be a
else.
good one. For the women. Yo, I was just watching something about Cheryl Miller and the fact that the WNBA won't out then, that's crazy. We got to miss that.
Reggie Miller's sister.
Yeah. Like she was a
Well,
bucket.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Even if it was, we would have missed it anyway. Nobody
yeah, for
fucking
sure.
watched
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying she
Talk about a small market.
It would have been like she would have been like the actually like WNBA.
No offense,
like,
ladies.
Yeah, she would have been like the WNBA.
I
like,
just said I haven't watched
yeah.
a game of the NBA
Yeah.
finals, and I'm certainly
But
not
But
watching
you know what?
WNBA.
What I care less about? No, I'm joking.
It's actually it's I like how people are trying to support it, and then I know
It just don't make as much money.
I support it. I'm not gonna watch it.
It's not as exciting.
depends on what you got to watch it though.
Oh man, ain't nothing more
There's-
exciting than somebody on a fast break alley oop. Bah!
Yeah.
And there's no parity in the league usually. Usually it's like one or two good teams and everybody else kind of sucks.
If they do it about
Just
the
like
drama,
in college, like
Yeah,
UConn was
yeah,
like
yeah.
10 years straight. Just like
It's like
who the fuck- I'm
UConn
not
and South
watching this
Carolina.
shit.
Yeah, it just every year is UConn. Every year is either UConn or South Carolina.
And in WNBA is like that. Like whoever the best players are when that like in the NBA there's parity. Like anybody could win on any given night.
yeah.
Do y'all think we need a G League for the NFL?
No, we already got
watching
Canadian football that we don't watch.
Right.
That's pretty much.
We don't need more sports. Like we got enough sports.
I was thinking that like we had a G League
Not
for the
watching it.
NFL.
We
Hell
got
no.
Canadian league. That's what that is.
If you're not good enough, then you're not good enough.
You got
Motherfuckers
arena
is already
football.
getting-
Arena
Somebody
football.
right now is just got off work and
Rhino
going to
wanna
semi-pro practice.
Rhino
watch
wanna
college.
play.
God bless him. He probably didn't change classes in high
We
school.
go,
Those videos are funny though. I
How
do watch those on TikTok.
How
The
smart
30,
on
70
average
U,
are the people that you know that play?
the 30-70 U football league?
Yo,
what's that?
It'd be like grown men football leagues.
Be like football
on
league.
TikTok.
But this what's the average IQ amongst those fellows? Would you say?
And they got CTE, and they already ain't smart.
And
Negative.
Oh,
Cause they gotta go work.
because they gotta go to work. They go.
No, sir.
Let me tell you something. They get off work and
What's
go
the difference
play.
in semi-pro?
That's what I'm talking about.
I think it's
Semi-pro.
a waste of time.
They get off work 9 to 5.
It is.
and go to practice.
That's like one of the biggest wastes of time.
1000%
I can't.
a waste of
I
time.
just can't. I
Has anybody ever got moved up
No.
No.
in the history of semi-pro?
Fuck no.
Like,
No.
what are we doing? Like,
Never.
No one's at the games.
You're pretending to play football is what you
I
do.
play semi-pro. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It'd be a different if you treated it like how people treat how that.
We had coaches in high school that played semi-pro.
It'd be a different if you treated like YMCA or you just balling outside. But people, when you talk about semi-pro,
you
motherfuckers
can't
be like, calm
Pretend
down.
to play football.
Like, calm
You're
down,
hitting
champ.
each other. You're like,
Yeah.
It's a physical game.
Right.
That's how
Like,
you know they all.
And you're
all
40. Like,
that word. Yeah.
You got to stop. Yeah.
That word.
that word that we can't.
Oh,
say.
man.
For sure.
so
all of 'em.
we talked about how the NFL and NBA and all this is shifting. I was about to say
Go ahead.
how they're becoming younger, and we know the music is different. What do y'all think about Lil Wayne's now that he's older, his album?
I haven't listened to the whole thing, so I
I
can't give it a
think
fair
that
shake.
Lil Wayne can rap as good or better than almost anybody that's ever rapped.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Lil Wayne has almost never really made a great album.
Right.
And this album is just like that. His whole career. I mean, he's had some good albums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he's not like he's a mixtape rapper, feature rapper.
Right.
Like that's what he had made his reputation on.
The first couple of Carters was good, so I think that's one.
but they're
everybody
not
got.
like all-time
Yeah.
classics.
I get you.
But he's looked at as one of the greatest
So
ever.
you can't.
But he doesn't have the album catalog.
So
I mean, if you could, he can rap better than the
Almost
best
everybody.
rappers, though.
Yeah.
So it's like I wouldn't say that's like.
But the music
that's opinion,
sucks.
though.
But
That's on opinion, though.
But putting a project together and being a good artist is two different
Think
things.
about every
Yeah.
song that's his top song. They almost never have a hook. If they have a hook,
Yeah.
It's usually a
it's
pre-made
sample
hook.
or
Yeah.
somebody feature. Like he
I
just
mean, every
can't
artist
put
has
together
their
a
weakness,
project.
and hooks are like one of his weaknesses
but can you
because it's
Yeah.
content. Like he hasn't matured as an artist, so you know you're getting the same.
Some would
raps.
say that that's like the most important part of the song,
What?
the hook.
I was just gonna say,
Not
that
if you're
is
a great
song.
rapper, you
That
may
is a
not need
song.
one.
But whoa!
No,
I
you
kind
need
of,
one
I
if you can
kind
put
of,
together
I
an
kind of gotta
album. Who's
disagree.
made an album with no hooks?
Yeah.
I mean, he's done it,
But
Like,
they weren't good albums.
I'm just saying though, like we talk about like mixtapes and things of that nature. Like I mean, whatchamacallit really ain't got no hooks. The what's the joint with the fire on it when Jay-Z first helped him out of that deal? Is it called Free Lil Wayne album joint?
All I know
he
is
had
the
a bunch
Carters.
of
You got a
Yeah,
bunch
it's a
of
lot of-
mixtapes.
That's
so
like
it's
an
my
album. Pretty
Yeah,
much
but
like
he's
an
just
album.
using other people's shit, and he
No,
doesn't have to have
that's
a
his
hook.
own.
Yeah.
That's his own.
I think regardless if we're gonna put Lil Wayne as one of the greatest, because that's what he is.
He is one of the
Rapper.
greatest. That's not
Rapper.
arguable.
Lyricist.
No, if we're saying that
He's one of the greatest rappers to ever rap.
So
For sure.
And he can arguably out rap
Yeah.
Tupac and Biggie, who don't have
not
nowhere
arguably.
near.
1,000%
That's what I'm saying.
can
Like,
rap better than both
like,
of them.
but and they don't have. I mean, Biggie doesn't have a lot of albums.
But they got
all
but the
great
albums that they got
albums.
were
But
great.
I mean, I'm saying you wasn't even out long enough to say if we measure you on album.
I never was in in the camp of like Tupac and Biggie are the best ever because they weren't around long enough to do that.
But right now we got like some people got Wayne 1, Jay-Z 2. Some people got Jay-Z 1.
I think everybody
Wayne
is
2.
better with what they are. Like
Yeah.
Tupac's delivery to me is like one of the best.
Absolutely.
Just because the passion and everything, like nobody else can just do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Biggie, like just the way he raps and what he
Yeah.
puts together is amazing. Wayne just
But
can
those
flat out
But those
rap.
were great albums and they can rap.
But Wayne don't be talking about shit.
Never
He
have.
he just,
Never have.
But he could just
Yeah.
rap. Like he's like Eminem. Like Eminem most of the time don't be talking about shit.
Yeah, none at all.
But he can rap
For sure.
And Eminem's songs don't be that great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's why nobody gets in the car and plays Eminem.
So when we talk about music,
And if you
we
do, you're
talk
probably a white kid
Right.
from.
So when we talk about
Like-
artists,
I mean, Carter 1, Carter 2 is
Carter 3 is the shit.
Yeah,
I love
Carter
that.
3 is the one that broke, which would I mean, globally, that's probably one of his favorite.
Absolutely.
Like Carter 2 for me was my favorite.
Carter 3 is mine.
Yeah.
So my thing is that if we're gonna start.
What's the
putting,
best song on that album?
Carter 3, he got washed on a ton of songs on the Carter 3. To be honest with you. Like Jewel
I just
and Fab was washing them.
I just
and he
don't
rapped
think
the,
that he.
and you don't give a fuck about me.
Hey,
He just
Mr.
was-
Carter is on there.
Don't like it.
He got away with a lot of BS on that joint for sure.
This album is
So
trash.
are we okay? Wait a minute. So
that was the question.
So we're saying
That's
that
my
his
answer.
albums wasn't as good, but he's one of the best rappers.
like Jadakiss.
So-
Jadakiss is looked at as one of the best lyricists.
What about Fab? Because all those soul takes and stuff like that are great.
Fab can make songs though.
So,
got it.
but we're for sure saying Fab ain't got nothing on Wayne.
I wouldn't say
Rapping
that.
wise, if they rap 100 tracks together, it'll probably go back and forth sometimes.
Yeah, Fab could hold it. He wouldn't walk into the studio with Wayne and be like timid.
Yeah.
He has washed Wayne on the Carter 3.
But that's what I'm saying. But nobody would put Wayne and Fab in the same category.
No, because and number on top
Somebody
of,
would.
Wayne
on
gonna be
top
uphill.
of but on top of everything we talk about like charts and statistics. I think Lil Wayne is still like one of the highest, like to have the longest, to be in the top 100 for the longest as an artist.
Yeah.
Like people will work their whole career and never do that.
Absolutely. Sure.
Because you got to think when he was hot, the hits he got on, everything that he did, his body of work, nobody is fucking with it.
Yeah,
like
don't get me wrong.
if we talk about the greatest on there, arguably number one, depending on who you are, some people will have him at number one. We're just talking about his last album and wherever we feel about like certain songs. But rapping wise, the best Wayne on a track with whoever you have, he go be one,
absolutely.
two,
Wayne is like I said, for me, Wayne will be number 2. Jay-Z is one for me because Jay-Z to me is an overall better artist. Because he can rap
there's no
as
debate,
well
I don't
as
think.
his body of work that speaks for
and
itself.
he matured with his music.
There you go. So again, I have to put
And he has concepts,
you know what I'm saying?
content.
No
to
matter
his music.
because I am a Jay-Z fan and not being biased, but the numbers, the
It's
work,
layers there.
everything
Yeah.
speaks for itself.
Yeah, he has all of the
So it's
credentials.
like if you're
It's
gonna be
like
putting this junk, I gotta
there could be a chef that makes like the most amazing pizza.
right.
That doesn't mean that they're like they make the best pizza in the world,
Right.
But they're not the best chef in the world.
Yeah.
right.
Lil Wayne can rap better than everybody.
He's not the
but
best
they're-
artist in the world.
Yeah, he's not he's not gonna craft a fucking album.
So
Yeah.
so is he one of the top
no,
artists?
not to me.
So
no.
that's
But
But that's
artist
what
and
people
rapper
say.
is like different.
That's what people
though.
say.
That's
He's
what- I
one
mean,
of the best.
They get put
rappers
together though.
ever.
They put artist and rapper together, but it's not the
You
same in
gotta
my
separate
opinion.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
for
you
sure.
got to separate the artist and the rapper.
If
For
we're,
sure.
if we're in the parking lot rapping,
yeah,
Lil Wayne is
for
one of the
sure.
greatest of all time. Like
Yeah.
he might be Jesus Christ out
right.
there.
Yeah, I
for
get
sure.
you.
But if it comes time to let's all make an album, I'm not picking Wayne.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
Not a chance in hell.
I be hating Wayne hooks. Like that, everybody love that big blunt blowing. I think that's just trash, bro.
What's
That's off the Carter
And
4.
that's one of his
Yeah.
best.
I hate that joint. I hate it. People love that joint.
He's not the hook man. That's
yeah,
for sure.
he's not the hook man. But
But don't call Wayne in for the hook.
no,
They call him in for a verse. I need a
when,
verse.
When he has a hook,
Yeah,
when you lay him a hook, he is going to snap.
got you.
Like,
So
he go snap.
So to me, that's why I feel like Andre
You know what he should have
3000
done?
is why he is considered because his not only can he rap, he has good songs and good albums and good everything. So that's a top artist.
He ain't
So
got no solo albums that are like notable.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of like
I feel like he
intricate.
gets
It's
such.
nice.
I like him, but I think he gets way more credit than he deserves.
My thing about Andre, like he's super talented, super nice, but for me, maybe because of where I grew up at, I want this shit to be hard too.
you wanted to be,
But
3-6.
also, like, I don't care
3-6 Mafia.
if you're
Not
just
even that, like
if you're
Jeezy.
good, but you
Jeezy
won't.
was good. Yeah,
No, I'm saying, but
yeah.
Jeezy is like Jeezy give you it all.
Okay.
He give you something like to want to emulate.
But he's not the best rapper, but he's a great artist.
because everybody don't need lyrics to get their point across.
Okay.
And his persona helped that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like every artist benefits from something different.
Yeah.
Some people use their swag, some people use their singing ability,
Yeah.
some people use their rapping and wordplay ability. It's just like you gravitate to who you like their style and how they do.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like one thing that all these artists have. Cause like Drake is one of the greatest like hook writers, one of the song makers, but I feel like he have like a inconsistency in how his fans see him show up.
Yeah.
Cause he might make a song, you might be like, I don't want that Drake. Like, what's the Drake? I want the other Drake.
want the
You know
other
what I'm
Drake.
saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like that's his weakness as an artist, like how he shows up on different songs for his
But
fans. and what
like I
they
said, I
want.
think Lil Wayne was. I think everybody went crazy because you are held to a certain standard if you're gonna be one of the best.
I just don't think
He's
so. Because
been-
when they said Wayne album was coming out, I immediately was like, that shit's gonna be true. I'm not like
Yeah.
I'm not excited about
I
that.
get you.
I'm gonna listen to
Yeah.
it, but anytime Wayne drops an album, I'm not like, oh my God,
But
I
there's
can't
certain
wait to hear
people
it.
that when the album's gonna drop, it's the anticipation is crazy. Like if Jay-Z come out with an album, it can't be bad.
Because that he's got more number ones than the fucking Beatles. Of
I get
course.
you.
Yeah.
We
I'm
know
with
for
you.
sure it's gonna be a great project.
Yeah, I'm with you.
When Lil Wayne drop an album, it's like,
Same.
Yeah.
Him great. People will argue Eminem greatest all the time. He drop an album.
Yeah.
I'm not checking for that.
Yeah.
It's like it's hard to be held in the number one position and everybody feel that way about you. Because even when Jay-Z dropped his last album, which I love,
they
a
hate
lot
the
of other
444.
people like,
I
I
hate
don't know,
this
man.
shit.
It ain't the
This
same.
golf-
He rapping about art and stuff. Like, where
This
is
shit
the
is fire
where's
to
the
me. I don't
other
know what
Jay-Z?
y'all listen
Bruh,
to.
You know what I'm saying?
but he could be a grandfather in
Yeah,
years.
so it's like it's just
Bro, you know who I think needs to get more attention? 2 Chainz. I think
I mean,
he
2 Chainz nice.
he ain't
Yeah.
gonna get it.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think
He's good, but he's gonna end it in the last leg of his
Yeah.
career.
And it get a little. Sometimes it get a little. It was a little wild for a minute. Like it was good, but then he might come out just like
Yeah.
inconsistency in messaging,
Yeah.
and like sometimes the way he rap, his style is like. Sometimes it's
the other
hard.
day
Sometimes
I
it's
saw
out
something.
there.
He was like, he don't write, and in my mind, I'm like, you should.
Yeah,
A lot
He'll
of
be
I
people
way
don't mean
better.
that disrespectfully.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, you would be so much better,
Better.
probably.
Yeah.
if
That's
you
why
wrote.
Pusha T is so good
Oh yeah,
because he writes.
He writes his own stuff. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, he
that's
writes his
why.
own
That's
stuff.
why you seen him like from a point in his career get at like Kanye had him rewrite. You can tell he used
Yeah.
that and got way better.
Because everybody can't not write. Like you said,
It's like-
so
it
you
was
can't
like the
do what
cool
everybody
thing
do.
to do.
Yeah.
Maybe they could, but like, how much better would you be
if you wrote your shit
if
down.
you like tried a
Crafted
little
it.
harder?
Right.
To me, that not writing shit is just lazy.
Unless you're that good, unless you're
just
Jay-Z.
that good.
But even if you're good, I think you would be better if you
Yeah.
like sat down and really like constructed it and thought about it and really like spent some time on it.
Yeah.
You probably would be better.
Yeah.
Maybe not now that you've been doing it that way for 20 years, but
Right.
if you were to force yourself to do that, like, you're gonna be better at it.
So do y'all respect artists that have people write for them?
Sure.
Yeah.
They're making music.
Everybody.
Every other music genre has writers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought so too, because you know
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say Dr. Dre is a great rapper because he
Yeah.
doesn't.
He never-
write
he
any
never
of his
was
shit.
great.
I'm not gonna say
Right.
Diddy was a great rapper. He
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
write none of his shit.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not gonna say that they're not gonna get the respect of being in the conversation of
Right.
who's a good rapper, who's a
Right.
good lyricist.
Yeah.
But they could be like, you know, in the conversation of
Yeah.
who makes a good song.
Yeah, because like you said, a lot of the classics, even like R&B, people wrote those songs for those
A lot of
artists.
those people, I
Yeah.
mean, most majority
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
people in every music genre have a team. It's a writing room. It's like
Yeah.
8 people.
Well, y'all
writing a
got
song.
Kanye at all time.
Kanye is one of those.
He's really shitting the bed on the end of his career.
It's like, but the motherfucker is good. It's like it's just that why it's like, what did you?
Producer?
It just he do.
I don't know whatever.
don't know.
Whatever the qualifications
Yeah,
you use.
it's like
judge.
I'd have to
outside
really
of the
like,
art.
go home and think about it.
Outside of
But
the
he's also on record like not writing his own shit
Right.
a lot of times.
but outside of the,
But he's a more of an
projects are
orchestrator than
dope.
everything.
So I'm saying, like, are we talking about him as a rapper? I'm not going to rank him very high.
Yeah.
But him as an artist, he's probably top 5.
For sure, as an artist, he's definitely top 5. Like producing, the way that album
Hits.
gonna come about, the performance he's gonna do, the way he is. Yeah,
he's
it's
got to
a-
be in the. He's if he ain't top 5, he's top 10, like a shoe in for sure.
And I don't know
10.
I don't know too many that's gonna be better. So I'm trying
He
to think
gotta
of
be
9.
top 5.
He got to
he
be
gotta
top
be.
5. I can't do top.
I mean, I haven't really thought about it, so I'm just
Yeah.
saying. But like,
You know.
I off
I mean,
the
'cause
top
he
of my
would
head, I'll
take-
say it got to be top
Yeah.
5.
He would make the song.
for sure.
He would take. I'm gonna know. Did you going right here? I'm gonna lay that right there. We'll get them.
And he's
he'll
gonna
get
take
them
his
horns.
time with it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not gonna be
And
any
he gonna say some
missteps.
shit that is just I don't know.
Yeah.
You always expect some, and I feel like
You always expect some wild
yeah.
shit. Yeah,
I haven't personally liked all of his projects.
yeah. I think after Life of Pablo, I it was okay.
I didn't like Yeezus,
Yeah,
Which
like
one was Jesus?
that's the one after.
the one where he had like the Bound was on it.
Yeah, I didn't. I
He
just
got
like the
into,
couple
like,
songs.
It
Yeah,
was a weird bag that I would just.
but the Life of
couldn't
Pablo
follow
was
him
good.
on.
Pablo
And
was
then
fire.
Donda was Donda was a little weird.
I like
didn't-
Donda.
I didn't like
Donda was good.
Donda.
I
Like Donda.
And
Yeah.
I did.
Got a Grammy
I
off that
hated
jump.
Yeezus. That was
Yeah.
my least favorite
Which
album.
one is Jesus?
When he dropped that,
I know.
Yeah.
You're
What else on
tired.
there?
I don't know.
that he just the production was all over the place.
It was
to me.
yeah.
It was given like he wanted to get into a techno bag a little bit.
It's a lot of that.
Oh, you talking about with the red label on
Yeah.
the CD?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah,
I hated that
yeah.
album.
There's a couple
Yeah,
songs.
Life of Pablo
Overall,
is
probably.
number 2.
Yeah, but if a motherfucker says a
Yeah.
couple songs on there, it's a shitty album.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a couple songs. on there.
There's a
but he
couple
got
joints
some,
on
but
there,
like you
all
say, he
right.
got some heavy projects that's like really, really good. So you got to put him
Like
in there.
years of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you got to
And
put it
he's
up
got
there.
like all-time classic hits that'll be hits when we're gone.
Forever.
Yeah.
Rick, what's the name of that album that is Life? My Dream? No, what the hell is the name?
Dark
of that
Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rick Ross' best fucking verses on
That album is crazy.
That album is
That's a
That's
perfect album.
Like,
Yeah, it's one of the best albums.
That's one of the
all
best
time.
albums. Yeah,
That's a perfect
Like
Like
album.
in any genre.
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
I'm surprised that didn't go diamond. Like,
It might one day. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, probably not now. He's
yeah,
he's kind of
he probably
ruining
fucked that up now. But that's
I mean,
the
even
album.
if it's his first, people will love him forever for his first 3 albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one right that one right there was like, woo, this is good. Y'all can play.
I think that's kind of
Yeah.
how Eminem is. Like he got so much acclaim off the first few albums. It's
Yeah.
like
Cause I went back and watched, listened, I'm like, this nigga's crazy as a bitch.
It's hard to remain the number one like
Yeah,
artist
it's
in
hard
that
to come out with
regard.
album after album after album. That
And
just
people
wanna be
still
good.
care.
Yeah.
Like even though like people like Madonna, I'd be like, I mean, it's like
Yeah.
that's
You
your
know.
new. They not here for your new stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, just
Like-
like,
Play the
just,
hits.
yeah, just like Beyonce. Like a lot of people don't like this Cowboy one, but her
She gotta go with what's going on.
It's crazy.
somebody likes that she's winning awards and shit.
Shit, yeah, and selling all arenas. So I mean, think about Chris. Like think about his catalog, Chris Brown catalog. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know too many. You can't deny.
He's-
he just dropped it. He got some. He still
He
dropping
might be
them, though.
one of he might be the GOAT.
He still dropping.
He
like
might,
ever.
yeah. I think if we talking about number one artist, now we talking about as a whole. Hey man, I don't know too
Shout out
many.
to Virginia.
Yeah, I don't know.
Big
too
shout
many,
out to Virginia.
I don't know too many is doing what he's doing.
No, you
know
gonna
what
be.
I'm saying?
They gonna be probably dead.
Is he's not on like the mics and the Beatles
If
level
he could have
yet?
had a clean,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He
Like
gotta
now,
be clean.
now he's giving kind of like druggy
ain't gotta
vibes.
be
He
clean.
gotta be clean. None of them was clean.
They won't.
No great was clean.
No, Craig was clean.
But I'm saying like
Yeah.
I'm saying like imagine if he was,
yeah.
then he would have been like it would be like
Being-
he would be anointed. Like he
Yeah.
for
Being
sure.
Being successful
is
from
the
a
greatest
child
of
is
all time.
traumatic.
Nobody comes out of this shit squeaky clean.
Like
Nah.
through
Now we
those
got that much power.
Through those experiences, that's how they be making.
Like
great
LeBron
music.
is doing it, but I feel like I'm waiting on the shoe to drop. One day it's gonna happen. Like
yeah.
nobody ever
Yeah, it's tough.
is
tough.
100% clean.
It's tough to just be like you say 100% clean. Yo, I saw somebody. This
They
is
are.
fun.
They
Yeah.
don't nobody care about. They're not the best.
I'm saying
Yeah.
if you're the best, there's some shit going on.
Yeah, like I said, well, it ain't fun. That ain't cool. The good shit ain't cool to people. Like that cool squeaky
Kobe
clean
could have
shit.
kept his jump. That was a bad joke.
Yeah.
That was a bad.
Usually like he
get
kept
caught
hard.
out joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, he should've
they
done
just
something
like
else.
people just at the end like and
The Rock.
Squeaky clean. I mean, I guess that The steroid shit don't really matter, but yeah,
Steroid shit
yeah.
don't matter. Yeah.
he's clean,
Pretty
Yeah.
clean.
pretty good.
very clean.
Very clean. Squeaky clean.
That's true.
Let's go dig up some dirt on him.
I assure you, somebody is doing it right
but
now.
But like, so it's funny
If
that
there's
y'all
a
said that.
successful
with the,
person out there, somebody is out there
for
hating
sure,
on him
Wade.
enough to try to take him
Oh
down.
man. So it's funny that y'all say about the artist and the rapper, and you know, I saw, like you said, the Nas. Somebody had a video with Nas versus Jim Jones, and how one ain't better than the other because of his influence on the game when it comes to like clothes and the hit records. But it's like, do people look at the influence of the game, or you look at the skill of the game? You know what I'm saying? Like
That just sounds like that person's very young and
Right,
wasn't around when Nas was hot.
yeah, it couldn't have been because all he said, the only songs I know is from 2K.
Yeah, Nas had. Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's
Nas had people cutting their hair different.
Man.
he
Yeah.
had people tried to
One
dress
of
like
like
Nas.
the Godfathers
Of all
of
this shit.
rap.
People
for
wanted
sure.
to be Nas
Yeah.
bad.
for sure.
Yeah, he
For sure.
Yeah, he white people wanted to be
Like
rappers.
when I was in like 5th, 6th grade, that's all kids would talk
And when he
about.
came out, he
like
was like
everybody
16.
had that haircut.
Yeah, everybody had that
young.
haircut, the
Like-
Beyblade, the part. It just was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know anybody that's like, let me. I
yeah.
mean,
So they try to say it because of
Jim
this.
Jones gets a. I'm gonna sound like a hater.
I think it
I
gets
don't
because of the
think
clothes
he's that fly.
to certain people. You know,
At that age,
but that ain't
it's
true.
like
I think the reason why, because that ain't none of our style. We are. I don't even think if we was younger, we'd probably still with it. Like the
he's
chrome,
fly,
yeah,
but like I don't think of him as like a god of fashion.
right. Is it because he's older? If he was like
I
younger,
never was like,
dress-
hey, he got that shit on.
I've seen outfits where I'm like, he's fly.
Yeah,
for,
yeah, for sure.
He's
Yeah.
fly. I
Yeah.
don't. When I say that, I don't think he's that fly. I mean in relation to where people put
him
him.
in, like he one of the
he's
best to influence the game. Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
So where is Fab at in it? Fab was
I mean, you got to be.
like
Fab's
the
fly.
fashion guy
Yeah,
for
but
a
they
while.
saying he was the person that brought all those the chrome hearts and the all the skater that, because that's what they were. They were like a lot of skater stuff back
Right.
then, and they the ones that started wearing it the most with the
bedazzled
chains.
belts and- See, I'm just
bedazzled
not-
belts.
I-
That
I'm
when
not
that was
into
my
New
thing,
York shit.
but that was some New York
Yeah, I
shit. So
ain't
New York
rocking
feel
that
like
shit.
because New York is the fashion
They
capital
are.
of the world.
Yeah,
you
for
know what
sure.
I'm saying?
They
So
are.
people are gonna believe if you are a trendsetter in New York, you a trendsetter in the world.
Yeah.
So that's how they looked at it. Well, him, because he was the first to, like, they say he was the first to put on all these things, like the chrome hearts. It's something else I'm missing, some other shit that.
They said Jim Jones was the first one to put it on.
Yeah, he
Okay.
said he even put like Max B in them on. That's what he was
Probably
saying.
did.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So they were trying to say that, but I just think just
But what
because
does that got to
yeah.
do with him and Nas?
And that's what we were trying to understand,
because
like,
Nas
because he's
didn't
like
wear chrome hearts
because he
first,
was like they
he's-
felt like the more
Somebody got to be
influence.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, that
for
doesn't
sure.
mean.
So that's why I said, is it a
But
skill
to be
or the
fair,
influence?
if we really want to like dig it out, like dig through the crates, anytime you're trying to be first, you took some L's.
For
So like if
sure.
you want to pull up some bullshit outfits, I'm sure they
yeah,
exist.
and you
Yeah.
got to understand, this might not go the way you wanted
right,
to go.
Not every attempt was a
Right.
fucking slam dunk.
Right, like
That just comes with the game. If
Right.
that's what you're trying to be innovative in the fashion
Yeah.
space, you're gonna take some chances that are like,
out there.
yeah.
But the reason why I asked that, because it's like, do you feel like it's better to influence the world or to have the skill? So like most people want to be a certain artist or a certain football player or basketball player, but their numbers and their skill might not be better than somebody that quiet in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
brought up Odell Beckham and Marvin Harrison. Odell Beckham, you know, all the kids wanted to be Odell Beckham. Nobody really was buying Marvin Harrison's jersey, but Hall of Famer first ballot.
And
numbers
Odell
is crazy.
Beckham will never be in all of
You
that.
see what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's like, do you look at the influence?
I
or do
mean-
you look at the skill? Like,
It
because
depends
this
on- I mean,
skill
what-
was crazy.
what are we talking
I'm gonna
about
look
overall?
at the skill personally.
Yeah, I'm talking about like if you had to like say
That's a bad comparison.
Yeah, it's like
How?
who
I
got
say
influence
Odell and
versus who
Victor
got the
Cruz.
most skill.
Odell and Victor Cruz.
Yeah.
They both bums.
No, I mean Victor Cruz
Who's
is way better.
It's better, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But the Cruz got his own shoe out, and people didn't know he had a shoe.
Odell went crazy.
Yeah,
It's better to have both. It's better to be Randy Moss.
That's what I told him.
It's better to be Randy Moss than to have.
It's hard to get a Randy Moss though.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's what you get when you get both.
Yeah.
When you get fragmented, you get neither.
Yeah.
You just get like more attention and then Hall of Famer.
Right.
But if you can get both, I can get the swag and the talent.
Yeah.
You get Randy Moss.
I think he brought up like Ed Reed and Troy.
Some people
That's a good one.
would like to have the Marvin Harrison though.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to be the man. Like that's a lot of pressure. That's Marvin Harrison could probably at the height of his career could probably go to the mall.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham can't do shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would much rather be Marvin Harrison.
And then, but then you look at the numbers like, the numbers is like
It's not even close.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
So I even go. So I can say somebody like today's
But,
time.
I mean, if
Mike Evans and
let's put it this way though.
Jefferson,
Let's put it.
Chase or somebody like that.
Odell Beckham would want Marvin Harrison numbers.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what yeah.
But the person who got the numbers wouldn't give those numbers up to be more famous.
So you'd rather have the skill than to
Everybody
influence.
would rather have the
It
skill,
just
but
depends
everybody
on- it
don't
just
have the
depends on
skill though.
person,
The thing that people don't know, and I'm like not like I'm like fucking F-list famous, I guess, if I'm famous at all. Being famous sucks.
It's not fun. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, like the people that are on the outside looking in, like people want to be famous. That shit is not. You don't
Because
want
it's
to.
not all good.
Fuck no.
If it was all good, it'd be like
Everybody's
yeah, but
in
it's
your. It's way more bad than good.
Good. Yeah.
For every like, hey, aren't you such and such? Yeah, I got a table for you. For every time that happens, there's 100 times where you're annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's not.
Yeah.
That great.
So it's like you say, it's very rare that the skill and the skill and
I can't
influence come
imagine what
together.
it's like to like not be able to even like Chris Brown, for example. He
Oh,
can't
man.
even
Didn't do
live
nothing.
life.
Nah, he can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And somebody said that, like, I think an artist, I forgot, it was a girl. She was like, one day I just wish I could just go in the mall.
Yeah.
Like, just simple things. Go to the grocery store. I can't do none of that. I can't go into the grocery store. I can't go inside the mall. I can't do nothing.
Like all the stuff that we could just
Like we did. I go to the gym.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get stopped
Yeah.
and annoyed, but I go to the gym.
Right.
Chris Brown can't. He used to go to the gym.
Yeah.
He used to go to the gym
Yeah.
in Richmond when we were like super young.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no chance in hell
Right.
he'll go to the gym
Not
today.
at all.
No.
Not at all. Like, it's certain football players that can go to the gym. Like, what's his name?
Yeah,
what's his
it's a
name?
ton of them.
Sweat.
The helmet
Sweat can go in there,
syndrome.
but he's a great. But like you said,
He's
somebody's
not famous though.
There you go.
Lamar
Just-
Jackson going that motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Be a problem.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to go inside nowhere. Yeah.
That you're a prisoner of your fame when you're that big.
Yeah. That is too.
You can't go to like the regular airport. Like you can't.
No, you gotta do everything.
Anything. A restaurant, like
Yeah.
taking your girl on a date. Like everything is a big fucking.
Gotta
you
run out the
get
whole
4
jump.
security guards. You gotta get 2 drivers. You probably gotta take 2 cars every time you go. Imagine having to like hire security, get multiple automobiles.
Yeah.
Coordinate all of this shit just to go to dinner.
Yeah.
I think
Every time you go to dinner, that's what you got to do.
I think the Kai and the I Show Speed is probably the wildest thing I've seen recently when they just come to like celebrity. Like if you go somewhere, you gonna start a riot.
Every time.
Like he in Asia, I Show Speed in Asia and thing in China at the time, and the streets are packed.
Yeah.
And they in his room, he got his security. Said sometimes they be having to get a double to go this way so we can go this way. It's just insane.
They get a.
That's not
get
an
a stunt
enjoyable
double to go.
experience.
God damn.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's not an enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
Like the streets are shaped like they're like you got a
wanna see it.
barricades
Yeah.
out.
And
Crazy.
then imagine if you're in a position where like not everybody likes you.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
you
Like,
in
there's-
danger.
I get hate all the time online.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you blah, blah, blah. Like I don't know if this group of people is always going to be friendly.
Right.
Like they could be 10, 15 people or whatever, and one of them might have
like,
an
you know,
issue.
this
Yeah.
the time. This the
It
day.
might be the motherfucker I said to go fuck yourself
Right.
10 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I
He
mean?
remember
Like,
that
you
shit.
don't know.
He got
No,
that
it could
bitch
turn to the
on
anger
board.
mob
That's
for
what you got
sure.
to think about.
That's
though.
true. That's very true though. And, you know, it's
But that's also things that other people on the other end of it don't think about.
Yeah.
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 You know
They
what I
just
mean?
want to
Supposed
be
just embrace and be grateful. Like,
Yeah.
gotta kind of be.
I be wanting to know like what are the people going to do? Like when they see somebody and they be like, ah, and then you run up to them, it's like,
Niggas.
what are you
Hi,
about
you're
to
human
do?
too.
Yeah, like you know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I
It's
never
like-
understood it like this being like what they say, starstruck.
I had to say this about it when we probably talked about it before. When Chris Brown came to King's Men, I seen dude pass out right in front of him. He said,
"You see a man?"
I mean, he was like a
a
kid. So,
okay.
yeah, but he passed out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Lil Baby just was doing it backstage on the girl passed out.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta be just. I don't know. I don't think I ever wanted to meet somebody that
Hurts
bad.
walk past here, Rhino. You running off the set.
He said who?
Hurts.
No, I ain't.
That's my boy right there.
That's my QB. Y'all my QB1 out here.
Hey man, QB, I ain't gonna run out the set though. I ain't that damn starstruck with nobody.
Bro, you seen his son take a picture at the car show in front of somebody's car and send his dad a pic? He said, "You ain't my son. Ain't no way you out there taking a picture in front of somebody else's car." I ain't
my
said you got
son
that
is
from your
crazy.
mama's side of the family.
Oh man, so DC coming up, man. Any more stuff going for the summer for you guys?
I'm really just focused on the restaurant. I got a few things that I don't know what's going to happen yet if I'm even going to do it, but the restaurant's really the focus right now. Just trying to get that in a good spot. Continuing to this year, like I said, but I've said this before, just really focused on improving myself physically, mentally, financially, across the board. Been on the diet, been sticking to the not drinking thing almost a month in, seeing some results, feeling good.
Good, man. Yeah,
Been eating clean.
Let's keep this joint going, man. 10K steps a day, y'all.
Yes, sir.
At least.
At least. Need it.
What else y'all got going on?
That's about it, man. Summertime, just trying to stay my
You going somewhere next week?
Yeah, Disney World, man. So I'll let y'all know how that goes. Supposedly be Disney World, so we'll see.
Supposedly.
Yeah,
It's next week.
that's what I said.
What y'all got, an RV?
Oh, they
I don't know.
they ain't send you a ticket yet.
I don't know.
Why you
Yeah. So, I'll let you guys
This is
know.
Bon Tom.
I'll let you guys know.
We made a left. We supposed to make a
They
right.
had the pink
I'll let you
flamingo.
guys know in the next podcast if I win or not. So, but we good though.
Mel, you got anything?
New York
coming up?
City Sunday.
I mean, Mel be on a live vacation.
New York City.
Is you?
Mel be
You-
on
No,
a
no,
lot of
it's
trips.
Christy's
He
birthday.
better
Okay.
start
They're
editing
coming
the
up.
podcast.
There you go.
Just
Yeah.
missed the time off of
Yeah.
you.
What? What you say?
I say you be on a lot of vacations.
Ain't no vacation.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Make sure you guys hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.